Hello everyone. Welcome back to another video on Power BI. Today we will be discussing about the topic working with multiple tables in Power BI. So let us quickly begin with it. When we import multiple tables in Power BI, there are chances that we'll do some analysis using the data from all those tables. Relationships between those tables are very necessary to accurately calculate the results and display them correctly in your reports. So, Power BI Desktop makes creating these relationships very easy. What I'm trying to say is that when we are working with multiple tables, we have to create relationship between these tables. There can be different types of relationships that we can create using Power BI between these different tables. There can be many to one relationship. Many to one relationship is one of the most common relationship that you can create. And it is also the default type of relationship. Many to one relationship simply means that the column in one table can have one or more instance value and the other in the other related table. Then secondly, we can have one to one relationship. In one to one relationship, the column in one table has only one instance of a particular value and the other related table has only one instance of that particular value. We can also create one to many relationship. In one to many relationship, the column in one table has only one instance of a particular value in the other related table and can have more than one instance value. Many to many relationship. Many to many relationship works with composite or complex models. You can establish many to many relationship between the tables, and this will remove the requirements for unique values in the table. Many to many relationship can also remove previous workarounds such as introducing new tables to only to establish such relationship. So let us see how to establish relationship between different tables using Power BI. Let me open my Power BI. So I have quickly opened my Power BI. I'll get my data. I'm going to choose an Excel workbook and I have this data employee details. Now this data contains two tables, employee table and plant location. I'm going to load this data in my Power BI. The data is getting loaded and as you can see, the data is getting loaded over here and it's taking a little bit of time. Now all the data has been loaded in Power BI. And as you can see, there are two tables over here. The first table is the employee table and the second table is the plant location. Let me open the data view and show it to you clearly. You can see in the employee table, we have employee number column, then we have employee name, gender, joining date, plant in which that particular employee works, the age of the employee, the salary, and experience in days. And in the second table, that is the plant location table, we have two columns, plant and location. Now, these two columns, I will just transform the data and later on, I will promote plant and location to the column names. So there are four plants and their locations are Mumbai, Delhi, Dhawal, and so on. They are city names. Okay, so currently there is no relationship between these two tables as you can see from the model tab. So what I'm going to do, first I will transform my data, clean my data, and then after cleaning the data, I will establish the relationship. So here everything looks okay in the employee table. But coming to this plant location table, there are these two weird columns over here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to promote these two columns and use them as headers. So now it looks okay. This is the plant column and this is the location column. And as you can see in the employee table, we have the plant column over here also. And in the plant location, we already have the plant column. So we can establish a relationship between these two tables. First of all, I will close and apply the transformations. And now what Power BI has done quickly is that it has automatically tried to establish a relationship between these two tables based on the similar or common column. So I will quickly go to my model tab and you can see Power BI has quickly on its own auto detected and applied a relationship between these two tables. Now I can simply click on this relationship over here and I can go to the manage relationship and I can double click on this and I can see that the employee table and the plant location table has many to one relationship if we look from the employee table perspective. But if we look from the plant location perspective, then it has one to many relationship. So I'll just close this. If this relationship has been created by the Power BI automatically. If I want to delete this relationship, I'll just right click and click on the delete button and then click on the CS. And the relationship has been deleted. Now, if I want to create a relationship manually between these two tables, what I can do is I can click on this plant over here and bring it over here. And you can see a one to many relationship. That means a relationship between this plant column over here to this many columns over here in this table has been established by me. So I have successfully created a relationship between these two tables. Now I can move on to the report tab and I can create different visualizations based on this. Now earlier, let me quickly remove the relationship and let me show to you what happens if I don't have any relationship between the tables. Now, if I bring employee number over here and choose a card, you can see that this is the employee number of employees. Okay. And now, if I want to sort this according to the uh, plant wise, that means how many employees are there in a particular plant. If I bring it over here and if I try to connect a slicer, nothing is happening. You can see that there is nothing happening when I click on this. What I want is that when I select this plant A, it should show me the employees only in plant A and not in the other. But currently it's not happening. So what I'm going to do is quickly establish a relationship between these two tables and go back to my report view. Now, when I click on the plant locations, I can clearly see that in plant A there are 325, Client B, there are 338, and so on. So this is how establishing relationship creates a lot of difference in Power BI. So this is how we work with multiple tables in Power BI by creating different types of relationships. Thanks for listening.